Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Red Rock Wranglers Football. We are excited to bring to you today the next game in Mountain West Conference play against the UNLV Runnin' Rebels. The Wranglers are looking to get back on track after a tough defeat last week against number 6, the University of Houston Cougars. We had a game plan, we stuck to it, but ultimately too many mistakes in the fourth quarter cost us that game. But today we're back in the Mountain West Conference playing UNLV, who sits at 2-1 just above us. If we can win this game, it would be a nice win for the Wranglers and move us up in conference standings. We're going to stick with that same game plan as we did last week against the University of Houston Cougars. We're going to slow this game down on purpose, specifically playing conservatively, just try to run the ball, try to keep the ball from out of the offense of UNLV, and ultimately give ourselves a chance to try to win this game in the end. Hopefully that will work just as well as it did last week without the mistakes. But in any case, let's go, take it out now to Sam Boyd Stadium, where the Red Rock Wranglers and UNLV Runnin' Rebels will face off. And don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell so you do not miss any Wranglers action. We are now out for the kickoff. UNLV is out to kick. Wranglers back to receive. Cedric Terry is back to receive. He takes it about the 5-yard line. He decides to run it, breaks it out to the right side, and is taken down. There is a face mask on that return. That's going to give the Wranglers a good start, good field position with that extra 15 yards at the end of that run. First play now for the Sparks. Triple option to Covington. Nice pitch play out to the right side. And Covington has a huge gain of 17 to open this game. Nice way for the Wranglers to start with that quick penalty and then a nice play on the first play of the game. Covington now right up the middle, and he gets brought down fairly quickly for just a 4-yard gain. That's going to now bring up 2nd and 6. Morris Stewart is now in the game at tailback. It's a read option play, and Sparks keeps it, takes it right up the middle for a nice gain of 10 yards. Quick look at his stats. 8 completions on 119 attempts, 851 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Next play now for Sparks. McMahon in motion, another read option play, but a handoff to Covington right up the middle, and he has another nice gain of 11. The Wranglers continue to have big chunk plays, and this is a nice drive here to open the game. Read option to Sparks. He breaks out to the left-hand side, breaks a tackle, has a nice little juke move, and is finally brought down after another gain of 11. Another huge play for the Wranglers. Now jumping ahead at 2nd and 6. Another read option to Brent Sparks. He keeps it right up the middle. He dives into the end zone, and that is a touchdown for the Wranglers. What a great drive by the Wranglers to open this game. Nice, long, methodical drive that ends with a touchdown. Great way for the Wranglers to start this game. As you can see here, nobody is there right up the middle, and Sparks is able to dive into the end zone for the touchdown. Now UNLV is coming out on their first drive, starting at about the 25-yard line, making some adjustments. Williams is going to get the handoff, take it to the left-hand side, and gain nothing, so that'll bring up now 2nd and 10 for UNLV. Williams now right at the middle, has a nice gain of 5, and it looks like he might be hurt. That would be another starting running back that goes down against the Wranglers. Stanton now on 3rd and 5, breaks out to the right side, trying to get away, but is unable to, and he is brought down for the sack by Lauren Lawrence. That is another sack for him on the season. He's doing a great job this year so far for the Wranglers. Punt team now out for UNLV. Cedric Terry back to receive. He breaks it up to the middle, but then back to the outside. He's running towards the sideline, gets hit and fumbles the ball, and that is picked up by Jackson, and he is tight-roping the sideline, and he's going to go all the way in for the touchdown. What a crazy turn of events here, as the Wranglers had started out well, scoring a touchdown on their first drive of the game, got a quick 3 and out, but then fumble on the punt return, and that is taken all the way back for the touchdown by UNLV, and that is actually going to tie up the game at 7 apiece. Again, what a crazy turn of events for the Wranglers. Everything was going their way, but now hopefully we'll have to see how things go moving forward. Sparks now with the handoff to Covington right up the middle on 1st and 10, gains 8 yards. Nice run again by Covington, just running it right up the middle. Sparks now back, Morris Stewart in the game. Read option again to him on the left-hand side. He keeps it running right up the left-hand side. He had an opening. Looked like he was going to gain a little bit more than that, but ultimately was brought down. But again, a nice huge chunk play by the Wranglers. It's now 2nd and 10. Sparks now again on the read option, this time to the right side, and again, another gain of 11 yards. It seems like almost every play is a 10 or 11-yard gain. Morris Stewart again in the game. Counter to him. He breaks it out to the left side. Gains 4 yards. There's actually a play that's not 10 or 11 yards. And that'll now bring up 2nd and 6, and that's going to be the end of this first quarter. Started out really well for the Wranglers, and then a bad mistake by Cedric Terry there on the fumble, which is brought back for a touchdown, is what ultimately gets us now here to 7-7. Now 3rd and 6 for Sparks. He throws it over the middle, and that is almost intercepted. What a nice play there by UNLV, and the Wranglers will now have to take the 3 points and give the ball back to UNLV. So the score is now 10-7. Man in motion here for UNLV on their 1st and 10 play. Stanton's back to pass. He's looking, quickly hits Holt on the 2-yard reception. Stanton's again looking to pass and hits Holt once again, this time right over the middle. That's 2 in a row to Holt. Holt there is again in motion. Stanton looks like he might hand it off, but no, it's another pass, this time again to Holt, again on the left-hand side. Quick out route, 8-yard reception. That's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Stanton's back to a pass once again, tries to hit Holt there, I think again for a 4th time, but that time he overthrows it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 now for UNLV. Stanton hands it off to Williams. That is broken back out to the right side. He has a nice gain. Obviously, he was able to return to the game after that initial injury on that first drive. Stanton down in the shotgun set with the 4 wide receivers. Stanton's dropped back to pass. He's looking to pass. Hits Woods right over the middle for a nice 8-yard gain. But that is going to be short of the 1st down, and that will bring up 4th and 1 for UNLV. They'll attempt the field goal here. The kick is up, and it is no good to the left. And that will bring the Wranglers back onto the field. Timothy Trembley's now in the game. Play action pass to him, and Sparks goes down for the sack. That is a huge play by UNLV. As we jump ahead here now to 3rd and 18. Sparks is in the shotgun set with the 4 wide receivers. Triple option play, pitch to C.J. Drew, and that only gains 3 yards. And the Wranglers will have to give the ball back now to UNLV. They come out in a ace set. Broken tackle by Williams right up the middle. He has a nice gain of 12 yards. Charles Williams for 12 yards. This will be now 1st and 10 for UNLV. Stanton hands it off to Williams again, right up the middle. Broken tackle, and he's heading up the sideline, and he's got the opening. He may go, folks, but no, he is finally pushed out of bounds after a huge gain for UNLV. Nice play by Williams. Next play, Stanton again, delay option. That looks like the same exact play, and Lauren Lawrence is finally able to catch him after 7 yards. And that will now bring up 2nd and 3 for UNLV. They're having a nice drive here to try to potentially take the lead. Ace set again. Stanton under center, drops back to pass. He's looking to pass, finds Boyd on the comeback route. He takes it up the middle and gains 4 yards. It'll now be 1st and goal for UNLV. Stanton now back to pass again, looking to pass, trying to hit someone right over the middle there, but overthrows him. And that will bring up now 2nd and goal for UNLV. Coming out in what looks like a run set. Woods coming in motion. Stanton drops back, and he's able to hit Presley in the back of the end zone there. He just kind of lobbed that one up. I don't know what in the world our defender was doing there, but he hits him in the back of the end zone, wide open, touchdown. Nice play. Nice drive there by UNLV to now take this to a 14-10 game. Huge play there by UNLV. They now have all of the momentum for sure, and hopefully we are able to get it back here. 4 wide receiver set now for Sparks. Another read option play. Sparks takes it right up the middle. Has a gain of 7 yards, and that'll be now 2nd and 3 for the Wranglers. Sparks again looks like another pseudo read option play, but I think it was just a handoff to Morris Stewart right up the middle. He's able to get a 1st down. Nice play. Sparks now back to pass. Hits Covington on the screen. He's breaking out the left side, and he's got an opening, and he has a nice 18-yard gain on that screen pass. Now C.J. Drew's coming in motion. Sparks, it looks like it's going to be another triple option to him, but that is covered up well by UNLV. Pitchman was covered. Everyone seemed to be covered there. There was nothing for Sparks to do except for go down. Sparks now read option play back to the right side, breaks back. Nice broken tackle there, gains a couple extra yards, gains 13 on that play. It's going to be 1st down now for the Wranglers. Sparks now back to pass this time. Quick pass out to Skip Dahl, but just a 1-yard gain on that pass play. Jumping ahead now to 2nd and 14. Tries to hit him over the middle, but that pass is intercepted by, I didn't quite see who actually intercepted that pass. It was actually I can't even say his name, so I'm not even going to try it. McNellen, something I don't even quite know. But the UNLV gets the ball back. Stanton now looking to pass. He's running all over the place, not sure what to do with the ball. Decides to take off, and he gains 5 yards on that play. He looked a little bit lost, but ultimately gains 5 yards. Stanton now looking to pass again on 2nd and 5. Quick pass over the middle is dropped, and Freddie Chavis is pumped about that. That's obviously that pass is incomplete, brings up a 3rd and 5. Stanton now looking to pass again, able to hit Woods on the sideline. What a nice play, 25-yard gain, and it looks like UNLV is going to try to get a score here before the half. Stanton now in the shotgun set, he drops back, he's looking, rolls out to the right slightly, hits I can't even say again who that was, Cantaman, but now hits Campbell on the next play right up the middle, and they're continuing to drive here. 22 seconds left here in the quarter, in the half, I should say. Man in motion now. Stanton's going to, sitting here in the shotgun set, drops back to pass. He decides to take off right away, right up the middle, and he's going to have a huge gain, and he may get into the end zone, and he comes up just short with 10 seconds left here in the half. And the time is still ticking, and they have a timeout. I don't know why they're not taking it, and they're just taking their time. They may just run out of time. Oh, they finally snap it with 1 second left. Stanton breaks over to the right side, and he breaks a tackle and gets into the end zone for UNLV. What a crazy ending here to the half, as it looked like UNLV might even let the time run out, but they hike it with 1 second left. He breaks the tackle, Stanton does, gets into the end zone, and they will now lead 21-10 at halftime. Again, they seem to have all of the momentum, and now they get the ball back here to start the second half. Right up the middle there on the return. That is a nice gain of 32 yards. That will give UNLV a good opening field position here in the second half, leading 21-10. The Wranglers really need to step up here. Campbell now gets to the edge on the outside for 6 yards, and that will now be a 2nd and 4 for the Rebels. Campbell this time right up the middle. Gains another 6 yards, and that'll be another first down for the Rebels. Wranglers really need to step up their defense here if they're going to have a chance in this game, or else it may get out of hand. Man in motion, coming across to the right side. Stanton's going to drop back to pass, looking for a quick pass, and that pass is knocked down by Hayden Ferguson. I don't know why he just didn't put 2 hands up there and intercept it, but in any case, that'll give the ball back to the Wranglers, but Sparks goes down for a quick sack on the very next play. Quick screen pass to C.J. Drew is brought down fairly quickly. It's now 3rd and 14 here for the Wranglers after 2 tough plays, and they are backed up right up against their end zone here. Sparks now back to pass. He's looking to pass and hits C.J. Drew right over the middle for a 14-yard reception, but that's going to come up just short. But they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Crazy call in their end zone. I don't know if this makes sense, but they're going to do it anyway. Obadiah Covington is right up the middle. He has enough for the first down. Nice 10-yard gain. Gets that 1 yard plus more, and this drive will actually continue. Interesting call there, but it seemed to work out at this point. Sparks now back to pass. Hits Obi McNair on the tunnel screen. He breaks it right up the middle and gains 15 yards. I'm not really quite sure what everyone's so upset about there. Oh, it was actually a holding penalty, so it's now 1st and 20. Sparks now rolling out to the right side. Hits C.J. Drew again for a nice gain of 8, and that will bring up now a 2nd and 12. Sparks now back to pass. He throws it at the last second, and that is almost intercepted. He was trying to get it over that safety there, but he did just not really have the arm strength to get that ball out there. Sparks now making some adjustments on 3rd and 12. Hits Obi McNair on the side. He breaks a tackle, and he's able to get the first down. Huge play by the Wranglers to keep this drive alive. Sparks now back, another read option play to the right side, and he's got blockers out in front of him, and he is able to gain another, look like 12 yards and bring up another 1st and 10 for the Wranglers. Obadiah Covington right up the middle on the next play just gains 3 yards. It's now 2nd and 7. Sparks back to pass. He's going to hit Covington on the screen pass. He breaks it out to the right side, and he's got a bit of an opening. Has a nice gain of 14. That's going to be now 1st and goal for the Wranglers. Sparks now in the shotgun set with 3 wide receivers. C.J. Drew comes in motion, and this is a jet sweep to him. Handoff. He looks like he had a lane there, but couldn't quite get through it. He only gains 1 yard. It'll now be 2nd and goal for the Wranglers. Sparks now back to pass. He's looking, and he goes down for the sack. What a huge play by the Rebels. Iggy Porchia was able to break through the line there and get to Sparks for the sack. Next play, Sparks drops back to pass, hits Morris Stewart on the screen pass. He has a nice juke move there to the left, and he has got a wide open lane to the end zone. Touchdown for Morris Stewart. What a play. What a drive for the Wranglers. Tough call there on 4th and 1. Decided to go for it, and that leads to a touchdown. Great decision by Asher Grace. Stanton now on 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Decides to take off with it. He breaks a bunch of tackles there and gains 17. We now jump ahead to 3rd and 16, and that pass is almost caught but knocked away by Cruz, and that will bring up now 4th down for the Rebels, and they will have to give the ball back to the Wranglers. Nice stop by the defense in order to get the offense back on the field. Now quick handoff to Covington right up the middle, has another gain of 11 yards, continue to get huge chunk plays. Hopefully that can continue to finish off this game, and Morris Stewart now has one right up the middle. He has a huge gain of 16. Good to finally see him get going. Nice run by Morris Stewart. Timothy Trimley's now in the game. They're going to run a screen pass, it looks like, to him, but that is covered up, and Sparks ends up going down for the sack. It was looking for Timothy Tremblay on the screen pass, but he was not open, and that will actually end this 3rd quarter. Nice play by UNLV to cover up that screen play, and Sparks has to go down for the sack instead of making some sort of silly mistake there and throwing an interception. So now at the start of the 4th quarter, it is 21-17. The Rebels are leading in this game. Sparks drops back to pass on 3rd and 17. Finds C.J. Drew right up the seam. He breaks it out to the left, then to the right. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Huge play by C.J. Drew. 45-yard touchdown. Once again, he's hit right up the seam. That is one of the favorite plays of the Wranglers, as that seemed to be working last week and continues to work this week. And that is a huge touchdown for the Wranglers, make the score 24-21. Very next play for the UNLV running Rebels. They pitch it out to the right side, and that is brought down for a loss of 2. That will now bring up 2nd and 12 for the Rebels. Quick pass out to Holt, and that is only for a gain of 4, and that will bring up now 3rd and 8. Some shifts in the line there, man in motion. Stanton drops back to pass. He's looking, quick pass to Boyd right over the middle, and he's able to fall forward and gain 10 and a 1st down for the Rebels. Nice play. Now man in motion is Woods. Stanton drop back to pass. He's looking, hits Campbell on the quick check down. He breaks it out to the left, almost gets to the sideline, but has a nice gain of 7. Nice gain there by UNLV as they were able to get past the blitz there for a quick pass play. Boyd now right over the middle for 4 yards. Then I'll bring up, we'll get a 1st down. And now Stanton, I don't know what happened there. He threw it right into the back of his lineman, and that ended up being a fumble, as that was a backwards pass, but he's able to pick it back up. But that is a huge loss for the Rebels. What a weird looking play, as just a quick pass there got thrown right into the back of the lineman. That's now going to bring up 2nd and 19 for the Rebels. Quick pass now. Oh, that should have been intercepted by Freddie Chavis. He had his hands on it, knocked that pass down, but he should have intercepted it for sure. And it's now 3rd and 19 for Stanton as he rolls out to the right side, and he goes down for the sack. Huge defensive play. Victor Clements with the sack in order to end that drive for the Rebels here with about 5 minutes left to go in the game. Sparks now hands it right up the middle to Morris Stewart. He trucks over 2 guys and continues to run for 26 yards. Morris Stewart is pumped. It is so great to see him get involved in this offense. Timothy Tremblay now breaks it out to the right side, and he has a nice gain. We're trying to get all 3 of our running backs involved, and at this point it is working in this game. Morris Stewart again right at the middle. He jukes out to the left side, finds a lane, and gains another 9 yards. Morris Stewart is having a great game for us this week for sure. Timothy Tremblay's now back in the game. Cedric Terry's coming across. Handoff to Tremblay. Looked like he might have had an opening there, but he actually lost a yard, and that's going to bring up now 3rd and 2 for the Wranglers. Sparks now is looking. Tremblay's going to go right up the middle, and he gets stopped again, and that's going to bring up now 4th and 1, and we'll have to see what the Wranglers decide to do here. They're going to attempt a field goal with the score 24-21. That kick is up, and that one squeaks in that right upright, and that is going to make the score 27-21. UNLV now needs a touchdown to try to get back into this game, and what a huge hit on Johnny Stanton there. I don't know how in the world he held on to that ball, but somehow he did. What a hit. Hopefully that release gets him rattled a little bit, and maybe it looked like it did. He almost threw another interception there. That is 2 passes that definitely should have been intercepted by the Wranglers, but unfortunately they're not able to catch those balls. Stanton now back to pass again, and he finds Presley on 4th and 6 for the 1st down. What a huge play by UNLV to keep this drive alive and continue to give them a chance here at the end of the game, because as we're now down to a minute and a half. Stanton decides to take off this time. He's breaking a bunch of tackles, falls forward, and is able to get another 1st down for the Rebels, and this drive will continue for them. Stanton now back to pass again. He's looking, he decides to take off again, and somehow he gets past that defender. I don't know what in the world happened there, but he has a nice, huge 15-yard gain, and they will continue to move the ball here. Now Stanton this time tries to break out to the left, and he goes down for the sack by Lauren Lawrence. That's 2 sacks on the day for him. Now with just about a minute left in this game, Stanton drops back to pass again, this time to Campbell on the screen pass, and he's got some blockers, and he goes out of bounds after a 10-yard gain and another first down for the Rebels. Wranglers defense is really going to have to step up here if they're going to win this game. Stanton back to pass, and another one that should have been intercepted. That's now 3 passes that the Wranglers should have intercepted that would have potentially ended this game, but the Rebels continue to fight and continue to have a chance in this one. Campbell now right at the middle gains 4 yards. It's now 3rd and 6 with 46 seconds left. Stanton now back to pass right over the middle to Presley. He is wide open, and that is a touchdown for the Rebels. What a terrible turn of events here for the Wranglers as they just gave up the touchdown and the lead. Really, after the extra point here, as you will see, the score is going to be 28-7. And there it is officially, 28-7 now with 44 seconds left in this game. The Rebels were able to drive down, huge drive, and able to get into the end zone. What a huge play for the Rebels in order to now take the lead and potentially the game away from the Wranglers. Sparks now back to pass, and he goes down for the sack. Not a good start to this drive. The Wranglers are going to have to call a timeout. Asher Grace is trying to figure out what to do in order to try to get some points here at the end of the game to win this thing. And that is one way to do it. C.J. Drew right up the seam. Huge gain for C.J. Drew to keep this drive alive. He's now got 5 catches for 99 yards. 28 seconds left in the game. Sparks rolls out to the right side. He decides to throw it at the last second. And that one is dropped, this time by the Rebels. Another dropped interception. That is a ton of dropped interceptions in this game. But luckily for the Wranglers, that one was dropped. This time, that pass is tipped away from C.J. Drew, trying to hit him again up the seam. It's now 3rd and 10 with 20 seconds left in this game. Sparks pump fakes, decides to throw it at the last second, finds Ian Amos, and he stiff arms a guy, breaks a tackle, and gains 38 yards. What a huge play for the Wranglers. Now 8 seconds left in the game. Sparks drops that back to pass, hits Ian Amos again right over the middle. Another huge play by Ian Amos, huge catch by Ian Amos, and there's 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and Asher Grace and the Wranglers call the timeout. They come out for the field goal to attempt to try to win this game. Rebels look like they're going to try to ice the kicker, and they for sure did that. Gray is out to make this kick, and the kick is up, and it is good. What a huge kick, and that will win the game for the Wranglers. What a exciting finish to this game as the Wranglers, with 44 seconds left, are able to drive down the field. I think the drive started at the 15-yard line. They're able to drive down the field. Huge game, huge kick by Gray in order to pull out this win. What a huge win for the Wranglers. They started that drive at the 15-yard line, 44 seconds left. 3 huge pass plays in order to get into field goal range. Even with the antifreeze on, able to make that kick and win the game 30-28. Huge, huge win for the Wranglers. Once again, kind of playing this conservative type game, able to pull it out in the end. It's the kind of game that the Wranglers have to win. It's the kind of game that the Wranglers want. And it was nice to see the 3 running backs get involved. Morris Stewart was able to get involved in the pass game and the run game. Timothy Tremblay had a couple of nice plays. Overall, great game, great team win as the defense stepped up when they needed to step up. You know, there was a point, where it was first quarter, Wranglers had the momentum, second and third quarter kind of went to UNLV, and finally again in the fourth quarter, Wranglers were able to get that momentum back and ultimately pull out this victory and now move to 2-1 in conference play. Sparks had 228 yards and a couple of touchdowns. He also had 46 yards rushing. Covington had 67-yard rushing. Morris Stewart got involved, as we mentioned, with 59 yards rushing, and Tremblay had 21. C.J. Drew had a monster game with 5 receptions and 99 yards and a touchdown. The other touchdown went to Morris Stewart on that screen pass. Nice game overall. Again, good, nice team victory. Hayden Ferguson had a bunch of tackles again, 1 tackle for loss. I did have a couple of sacks for Lauren Lawrence. He continues to play well for us for sure. Quick look at the team stats. 197 rushing yards, 228 passing yards. Very good day offensively for us. Moving forward here, we got another tough conference game against San Jose State next week. We are bringing in a bunch of recruits to Sedona. It's going to be a huge week for us. Please stay tuned for that one. Again, if you like, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, do that, as well as hit that bell so you do not miss any Red Rock Wranglers action. Huge win for the Wranglers today. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.